Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime that new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you can get those notifications anytime that new reads are being posted. It definitely helps out the growth of the channel. This read is going to be for Cancer. Cancer, I'm seeing that during the cycle of this read, there are a lot of alignments with the planets, a few different planets. The first one being Jupiter. Jupiter goes through an orbital cycle every 11 years. Jupiter influences the experiences of good fortune, growth, prosperity, expansion, and healing. Then I'm also seeing Uranus. Uranus goes through an orbital cycle every 84 years. Uranus has to do with the experiences that are individual to you, though they are a part of the greater design for the better of humanity. Okay? Uranus has to do with the aspect of heaven, the God of the sky, long-term changes, and the bigger picture. So then I'm also seeing Venus. Venus goes through an orbital cycle every 8 months. Venus influences the experiences of love, desire, beauty, sex, fertility, prosperity, and victory. And then I'm also seeing the planet Mercury. Mercury goes through an orbital cycle every 88 days. Mercury influences data collection, writing things down. Also the Chariot energy, and with a sense of determination, like what withstands the test of time. Okay? I'm seeing that the ego within the spirit of true self is seeking security and some type of insult. So maybe how someone insulted you or how you insulted someone else. Okay? I'm seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self some lessons in regard to the northern wind, the southwestern wind, and the southern wind. So the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about partnership and community with dating from the northern wind. The soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about power with the NRA. The soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson about the process of power with tornadoes. The NRA is an organization within the United States that handles like militia, guns, weapons, stuff like that. And in our country, it represents a sense of power. Then with the process of power, in regard to tornadoes, that has to do with natural weather conditions. And then with the northern wind, with partnerships in the community, the experience of dating, okay? I'm seeing love call, where there's someone expressing love, sending messages of love. Someone is thinking about you, you're thinking of someone, or there's someone informing someone about how they feel about them. Then I'm seeing the energy of not enough, where maybe you're lacking confidence, or maybe you feel like you're sabotaging yourself, or like your ego or your fear or frustrations are getting in the way. Then I'm seeing coffee cup, where you could be meeting and talking with someone, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building up a friendship or a relationship with someone. And then to bring it full circle, I'm seeing ship, where you may be cutting ties with someone or something like that. Maybe the feeling of not being enough, maybe letting go of sabotage, ego, or fear, moving on from it, receiving what it is that you need, progression, and arriving at where it is that you would like to move forward from. I am seeing that The Milky Way is strongly involved with things that are happening during the cycle of this read. And that's very evident when it comes to all of these planets and their alignment with what's going on with you during the cycle of the read, okay? I'm seeing the summer energy, where Spirit is sending a message saying that it is a time for blooming and to celebrate your success. Then I'm seeing authenticity, where Spirit is saying that I open the way of truth. And then I'm seeing speaking out, where Spirit is saying that your voice is being released and to express yourself frankly. So I'm just seeing where Spirit of True Self is saying that you went through the things that you went through during the cycle of the read, where you learned lessons about the NRA, you learned lessons about tornadoes, how certain things happen in nature, how things that are happening even in the cosmos and in the Milky Way are also a big part of the influence of what it is that you're experiencing on a spiritual level. So even as you may have been insulted by someone or even insulted someone in the past or during the cycle of the read, being in your authentic version of yourself, speaking out, is bringing things into blooming and blossoming type of energy where you experience success and the fulfillment of what it is that you desire, that you've been working towards. You get that sense of victory with that Venus energy. It is in alignment with the greater good, with the Uranus energy. And it is also in alignment with prosperity, growth, expansion, and healing with that Jupiter energy. And this is also in alignment with that Mercury energy that has that sense of determination and what withstands the test of time, right? So the overall emotions that I'm seeing and messages that I'm seeing that are associated with this read are for you to feel good, for you not to be fatigued, that this is God's plan, for you not to be impulsive, for you to remain calm, for you to feel calm or be calm, for you to be or to feel satisfied, for you not to be afraid, and for you to remain optimistic, okay? If you are not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. The time that have been offered to me is the Emperor energy. The gender is not specific, so thank you. The Emperor energy comes across as someone that's like very creative and innovative and is put in a position where they have the power to be productive, where they can be productive in that creativity with the power and the tools that they have or are endowed with, right? This is coming through as an energy of intelligence, a savory intelligence is how it was received, okay? Also, like, not bad scented or anything like that, okay? Then the energy that I see you in for the cycle of the read is justice. So you are getting your justice. I'm seeing that it is a refreshing justice, an invigorating justice, a rejuvenating justice, very lively. And I'm seeing that you didn't have to learn the lesson the hard way, is what I'm seeing. Like, it's not hard justice, it's refreshing and rejuvenating justice. So in the past position during the cycle of the read, I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is showing me that there was a new job opportunity, some type of financial increase, like you just got like a money offer, you won some money, you got a promotion, or you started a new job, something like that, okay? Something new has begun in regard to your finances being, upgraded, right? So I'm seeing that, I don't know how else to describe this. It's coming through as like warm money, like spicy money. Spicy money, heated. That's the kind of energy that I'm seeing. Like, it's something like universally being recognized. When I get to what it is that I'm seeing for you in the future, I know that I can explain to you why I'm seeing the justice and why this makes perfect sense. Like, I'm seeing it from both sides, okay? So with the Ace of Pentacles, let's take the hot word out and just put universal. Like, it's universally recognized, or you're receiving this money in a universal way, okay? I'm also seeing that is at this point in time in your life, when you did get this opportunity, this money, this increase, it wasn't creepy, it's not frightening, like not overbearing, or you know what I mean? So then I'm seeing that you were in the Knight of Cups energy, which is showing me like someone that's navigating and really passionate about their emotions. So with the Ace of Pentacles energy, I'm just seeing like the money's coming in hot, right? And then with the Knight of Cups, there's that energy of you being in your authentic version of yourself, where like Spirit is like your Uranus and Venus and Jupiter and Mercury got all this stuff going on where they're doing things for the greater good. They're influencing experiences that all human beings are having, with Uranus for the greater good, with Venus for fertility, prosperity, victory, love, desire, right? With Mercury for data collection, things that withstand the test of time, writing things down, doing things in remembrance. And then with Jupiter, healing, prosperity, growth, and expansion. And with the Knight of Cups energy that you were in, I'm just seeing where there were maybe some feelings about maybe you feeling like you weren't enough, or it was a call for you, for Spirit of True Self to be in its most authentic version of itself, for you to speak out, right? So maybe there were some immature, and I'm not saying immature in a bad way, though I am saying like maybe there were some immature ways in which you were challenged with how it is that you presented your emotions, maybe just to yourself, not even to someone else, in regard to being in a relationship or partnership or family or whatever the situation is. Because in this Knight of Cups energy, you are coming through as like very delightful. So it's refreshing the way that you are expressing yourself as you are authentic in how it is that you're speaking out. Or this could have been someone else that was in your life during that time, right? Take it as it resonates. This person could have been, you know, the one that was trying to make a love call and express how it is that they felt, though they may have felt like they weren't enough. And with the coffee cup energy, there is that representation of meeting someone where it is that they are, savoring the moment, elevating each other or elevating yourself from the frustrations or self-sabotage that you may have, or that person may have felt like they were going through, to alleviate confusion and unawareness is what I'm seeing, so that friendships can be built and you can move on from those frustrations. So then I'm seeing towards the end of the cycle of the read that you were in the King of Pentacles energy. So considering the fact that during the cycle of the read, it started out in the Ace of Pentacles, where new work, new job opportunities are happening. Then there's the King of Pentacles energy, where the King of Pentacles, gender is not specific, male or female, take it as it resonates. This is someone that is wealthy, financially stable, secure, and abundant, right? And I'm just seeing that this person is like very strong in how it is that they present themselves, being in this energy. Like, they make wise decisions in regard to their finances. So managing your emotions in a healthy way, or being able to manage your emotions in a healthy way, and helping others manage their emotions in a healthy way that you're in a relationship with, also ensures that you aren't impeding bad financial decisions in regard to your relationships or how it is that you spend your money. and invest in others if that's the situation, right? Because everything is an energy exchange, correct? So with the King of Pentacles energy, you are being received as being wise and healthy in that energy. And like I said, also very strong and firm in how it is that you manage things. Though, like I said, I'm seeing the preface to that, you being in that King of Pentacles energy, was you being received as delightful when this love call comes through, regardless of feeling like you're not enough or the other person feeling like they aren't enough. And then, like I said, meeting that person where it is that they are to alleviate confusion or unawareness in regard to where it is that you stand, cutting ties and letting go of emotions that do not serve you, and moving on and moving forward with what it is that you need. As the King of Pentacles displays an energy of being fulfilled and satisfied in what it is that they need, because they have everything that they need to be able to financially provide for themselves and to make good financial decisions, correct? So let's talk about your future. The only card that I'm seeing for your future, and as far into your future as I can see, is the Sun energy. And that is why I say that I see things from both sides, because if it says that that money is coming in hot, then that is clearly why, because it's coming from the Sun, right? So with the Sun card, so there are multiple dimensions to our realities. There's temperatures, there's colors, there's frequencies, there's scents, there's, like I said, multiple dimensions, right? So when we're talking about the Sun, in regard to the tarot specifically, the Sun's energy represents joy, like pure joy, unfiltered, and very innocent joy. Like obviously the kind of joy that a child would experience if they're like riding around on a unicorn with rainbows. So it's like happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction, and you're being received as hardworking, attractive, cute, though also keeping your cool and you're genuine in this Sun energy. So it's like you worked for this. Considering the words that have come through to express how you are being received in this energy, it's showing me that you work for this. And considering also everything that's happening during the cycle of the read, I'm seeing financial increase, being passionate and compassionate in your interactions, being authentic, speaking out on what it is that you need to say, or allowing someone else's space to say what it is that they need to say, so there's clarity. And then you being responsible in your financial stewardship, in the declaration of the fact that it's all a part of God's plan, especially the God that is good. And then the Spirit of True Self sending that message about how it all coming into blooming and blossoming type of energy when the summer comes. And the fact that the Sun is one of those big signs in regard to how we identify our seasons and the significance that certain planetary and celestial bodies play in certain seasons. The Sun is a representation of the summer as well. So to you, Cancerian, I send love, light, and healing energy. And I thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.